Trying to kill time till September. Need my glasses. I'll be right back. Hang on just a second. Glasses. Okay, sorry about that. I'll take this off the stand. Put him to the side. Right there, that's a foam one that I started working on that somebody wanted. Now somebody's wanted a blank one painted up. So, I shall go over here to my freshly pulled blank, which is a whole mask. Not, this is freshly pulled blank, full mask. I'll pull that shit off. Head back up here so I have something to prop up on. Get some of the stuff out of the way. Now this is going to be difficult because I'm so used to having the damn something on here to hold this up. It's usually foam filled. So, excuse me. We'll start off by trimming this thing down. Hang on a second, you guys. Get my call. Oh, sorry about that. It was Dr. calling, confirming the appointment I got for Friday. So, I don't know how well you guys will see this. This is Jason Goes to Hell, which I'm going to undertake painting right now. But I gotta trim this thing first. So I always start off by trimming off all the excess bits on the mask. Little flashings and all that stuff, the extra latex. So I'll do that, just toss it aside, sweep it up later. It's trying to kill time till September because I've got that Vengeance is going to be revealed in September and I can't show anything till then. So I'm just working on a couple other things that I have until then. Got to get all the little bits and bobs out of here. This is the boring part. Painting is the fun part because that goes quick. Hey, Mark. Yeah, this is a freshly pulled one. Nobody wanted to buy it. So somebody asked me if I painted it up, would I sell it? And I said, yep. So I'm going to paint it up. It's going to be a wearable one. Like I said, my policy is I don't do anything on unless somebody requests it. I'll offer it, but I'll do it either live or pre-painted. I don't take money up front and do anything like that because there's too many people I know that take money up front for orders and life happens and shit goes sideways and they end up getting sidetracked and things take longer than what they need to. So I usually just try to do them as I can. Make a pull, do a mold. Yeah, it looks good. Appreciate it. This is just a blank that I pulled out of the mold a couple of days ago. Nothing special. It's what all blank masks look like. Just got to make sure to go around and cut all the little bits off of it, because I was in a discussion with somebody earlier, and there's a guy that is either unaware that he has defects in his molds, and I don't cut the earpieces out, and if I make a whole mask, I don't cut the eyes out either. I leave it for the customer to do. I'll just paint them black, and if you guys decide you want to cut them out, so be it. Go ahead. It's fine by me. Once it leaves the shop and is bought and paid for, you guys can display them, wear them, whatever you want, as long as you're happy with them. That's the only thing that matters to me. You gotta be happy with it. But I had that teddy bear mask that I got from Jeff Gresham. It was going to be a blank. I was going to try to see if I was going to wear it to a convention. And I thought, nah, maybe I'll paint it up, resell it. Well, I did that and nobody wanted to buy it. So I just foamed it out and gave it a brush-up job and put a little finishing touches on it. And all of a sudden now everybody wants a wearable version of that. And I'm like, sorry, you know. Shit gets out there to be what it is when it is, and people don't pay attention or don't want to buy it or something like that. And then all of a sudden when it's too late, it's like, oh, I want to buy it. No, you should have been paying attention. That's one of the grievances I've got against some people, that they will like stalk the groups or something like that and then ask you 101 questions about your shit. Sit there and go, oh, when is this going to be available? Or all that. Can you do this? Yes, I can do this. Okay. And I show you guys live doing it. And then they turn around and go, oh, let me think about it. Well, don't think too long. Shit. Nothing will get done. You sit around and wait for it. And I'm just trying to kill, like I said, trying to kill Sam till September, because Vengeance is the next one on the thing. If I can get another one that I've got coming from somebody that retired, and he never did get to do what he wanted to do with it, and he's got bad health problems. So I offered to buy it from him to, you know, proceed with what he was going to do with it. And I've done that successfully, and I'm hoping that, you know, I can make him proud by doing what was intended with it. It's making a resin bust. That's kind of my specialty, more so than masks, is making resin stuff. I like that a lot more than to do masks. I mean, I can make masks for display mostly. A lot of people have hockey masks and want to display for it, so okay, I'll do that. I was fortunate to get this from Chris Russell, and it's about the only one like this in the world. So I figured, well, I'll just do the head bust for Adam Marcus. Thought maybe that would take off. Not until the documentary comes out is anybody going to ever see it and really appreciate it and go, oh, where can I get one of those? And Adam's got to say me, and I'm the only one that makes them. But nobody will really see it or appreciate it until that documentary comes out. That's what sucks. We got to sit here. When we do stuff for films or documentaries or whatnot, We got to sit here and wait till the damn thing releases and then everybody sees it and they get exposed to it. And it's nothing against the people making the films or documentaries. It's just that we're sitting around on our hands waiting for shit and really don't really put all the time and money and shit into one thing and kind of make investments and we're waiting to see if it pays off. And so that's the difference between myself and somebody like Mr. Paul Daniels, who, you know, he's an artist himself, but he's, you know, he buys other people's molds and stuff and makes them masks and resells them and stuff. And it's like, okay, I could do that, but then I'm not creating anything. And this is the only thing that I bought to resell. And even in this, it's not flying out the door, you know. And it's an excellent one of a kind piece that I thought, well, I'll do unique things with it. But people don't want unique. They want cheap, fast, and ready done shit. I mean, I don't have the budget to be able to say, oh, I can offer myself for $99 like he can. I mean, it's no disrespect to him, but, you know, some of us have to work for a living. I'm retired and finding out this is more draining than it is invigorating. So if things don't pick up, I may be forced to go back to work. I gotta get clearance from the doctor to do it. Not really looking forward to doing it, but you know. People think retirement's all fun and games. I'm starting to learn that it's not all fun and games. Okay, I should do a damn bigger post of this thing. Alright, well, now I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay a base coat on this thing and, whew, I had to Dremel out. Hang on, I got to Dremel out something real quick. Make sure my Dremel is here. There's the fucking wrong one, there it is. That's the drill. I don't need the drill. What's up, Joe? How are you doing? What are you doing, Joe? Every once in a while you come up with a defect. You got to very carefully Dremel it out without cutting into the latex. Then you got to shape it. Make it what it was originally intended to be. What's happening in September? Martin, Friday the 13th Vengeance gets released on September 13th. That's when I can show the facial details to this guy over here. The sculpting I did from the movie. So I can't really say anything or show anything outside of the outside of what I've already done that I'm allowed to show, because the director said no facial details. So I'll pop that up real quick. This bust, of course, this is the bust that I made. It's from the Friday the 13th Vengeance movie. It's got the mask, the whole thing. This is a resin bust that I did. I've got latex coming, but I can't pull anything and get it painted up and ready to go until September. I'm going to put this on here so you guys can see it. Now, I've done clay sculpting from that and made this entire, this is just like a resin display bust for the hockey mask for anybody that wants them when the movie comes out. I've got 2 of these already ready to go. I'm not going to do any more only because I want to perfect the molding. I've got the molding process underway with the form, but I'm waiting for some materials to come in, likely within the week. Once those have come in, then I will be able to start casting more resin copies, and I'm going to line up my back shop wall with all of the, yep, rather be cheap, and that's why we starved, exactly. What's up, Dan? Yeah, he looks nice and crispy, Martin, but the thing is, the movie version is a gray. I just offer different color variations because some people don't like the gray skin. So I want them to know, hey, you're not limited to just what's in the movie. You know, you can have anything else you want. I mean, it's not limited by what's in the movie. So that's kind of my thing, to let people know that I don't just stay in the guidelines of what's in the movie. I sculpted everything from the movie, from photos and stuff, so I've got that much going, but oh shit, I've got no pressure. Damn. Wonder why my airbrush wasn't working. There we go. I just go ahead and knock out the things I know that are going to be black and everything first, so I can paint around them and be sure that I've got the proper depth and enunciations and all that stuff. I know everybody thinks it's weird just start out with the black, but stuff to do, carry on, yes. I know, Joe, I'm not the most exciting person to watch work. I'll admit that. I usually only have about one person that'll sit here and watch me do everything. There's another blemish in here that I got to find and fix and correct. Thank you, appreciate it. That does mean a lot, but it doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Ha! Thankfully, I've got additional income that does supplement the bills. It's just stuff I do to keep busy and try to keep from dying of boredom. So every once in a while you get latex that gets plugged up in a hole, and It'll do a blemish stain to cover up. I was going to filling it in. Shit, this thing dribbles all over the place. You got paint to watch dry. Yeah, me too. I'm the same way here, bud. Good Lord, this thing's fucking gonna irritate me. There we go. Now people will ask, why do you paint the last thing first? It's usually the holes and stuff for what you want to paint last. I do it basically so I can see the contrast of the colors that I'm putting with it. I don't want too dark of a contrast in holes that are going to be the focal point of the mask, or the dimensions of the outside of the mask are supposed to be the focal point. So I just glaze it over with black just to give it some perception, depth and whatnot. You know what? I'm getting a little irritated with the stand, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my mannequin over here. It'll be easier to do it this way. Since the damn mannequin is already set up for this, and the mask fits right over the damn mannequin head, easy enough. How about I just do it this way? That way you guys get a full view. I don't have to get irritated and shit from all the nonsense going on with this. Mannequin sits here all pretty and everything. I can better see all the defects and everything I need to fix as I go along. I'm trying to get shelving in to get this damn paints and stuff up out of the way so I've got more room to move around here. There again, that doesn't work either sometimes. Ha! Compliments are great, but they don't pay the bills. Absolutely, amen, and then some. I do love compliments, but like I said, you know, they do not pay the bills. And I think customers or potential customers always feel more comfortable when they see somebody doing the work live, because you can better appreciate what goes into it. You can see all the work and everything that goes into making these things, not just sculpting and casting, but painting and doing all the follow-up work. Now, this doesn't have any holes or anything in it, but there are some flashings that come off on the face where I made some repairs. And that being a one-piece mold, I haven't smoothed it out. So every once in a while I get little flashing lines. I go back in there and try to redo it. Make it a little bit more smooth. And every once in a while you get latex boogers that just pop up on there. Air holes and air bubbles in the mask. While a lot of artists will turn around after they pour latex and pour it out, they'll take their airbrush, put it down inside the mold and blow it. But I've seen people who have done that and they've created more mess than they started out with. The thing about dremeling down these little latex boogers, it's better to do that than it is to cut it, because sometimes when you cut them with scissors, even cuticle scissors, you come up with unintentionally putting holes in the mask. So that's why I do a lot of dremeling of things, because if it's an air pocket, the top part of the latex will come off. If it's a bubble, the top part of the latex will come off, and it won't be an issue. It'll just it won't be something to show up down the line. This really gets to be an issue when you have airbrush clogs that do not want to come out of your airbrush. I'm trying to use up this black so I don't waste it, although I've got like 32 ounces of the stuff. I really don't want to thin it out too much. God damn it. There we go. Fucking hell. You know what? The hell with this. It's going back in here. God damn it. I'm tired of this. See, I'm starting to get frustrated because I cuss more when I get frustrated. And the problem is you get little clogs and stuff in the mask, or not the mask, but the nozzle of the airbrush. I mean, you get clogs and stuff, it tends to be annoying. You can't get anything clear. So I'll clean out my brush a little bit. I'm going to put some dark stuff in here. I just want to make sure I got clean flow. Before I put the next color on here. Okay, now I've got a clean flow, so. Too much pressure, I think. Yep. Too much pressure is going to splatter. Alright, yep, that's what I want. Oh, injury ochre. God damn, I've got to fucking do this shit. I hate getting new paints and forgetting to take the labels off of them, to peel the thing off. I go to squirt it out and nothing comes out, and I'm thinking, oh, I got defects. Nope, I don't have defects. Some black in there. God almighty. Put a little black. I'm going to glaze a little bit of black undertones on this. Shit. You always start with your darkest colors first and work up to your lightest. You always want to have dark undercoats on everything you do. You don't want too dark, just darken up. You start out with black, brown, then you go yellow, white, all that stuff next. So it starts out with kind of a blackish undertone on the mask. So it looks a lot darker than what it is. I just kind of start out with that like that so I can, then I'll go to my skin colors. So we're going to do Bloodline Decay. I love these Creators colors. Fucking shit, man. This thing's wobbling around on here and it's not looking good. Eyes always have some kind of an undertone, undershadowing. So I usually do sockets and stuff like that with the eyes a little bit darker. I have to try to give them a lot of depth. Now I have to go back sometimes, look at the photos and see what they show. And of course around the holes. If you mess up, hi Annette, thank you, I appreciate it. Annette Anderson, becoming my newest fan, my newest little stalker. I'll take this and dip this in the stupid thinner. Take it off. Otherwise it'll run down into the mask and it won't really leave any good details. Yeah. My versions are not 110% accurate to the movie because I do put my own artistic flair on some of these things. So you might see Jason Goes to Hell that starts to look like a ghost Jason from Never Hike Alone, you know, that type of thing. But of course you can't do that with this mask. This style of mask is really only for like part 7 and 9. I can go with a little flesh color. Flesh coloring really throws it off because people are like, oh, he's got skin. Yeah, he's got skin. It's a mix, actually. You can always take the lighter layer and darken it up. You can't take the darker layer and lighten it up. Why you always want to do undertones first and then go over. It doesn't have huge, heavy flesh undertones. You won't see a lot of them. Really need to get them down here where I can see them a little bit. If I can bring this down to lower it. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Glad y'all tune in to watch this and just kind of see the different ways I do it. Not too many other artists will show their work. They'll just say, oh, look what I did. That's it. So I want to make sure there's no confusion, no misinterpretations and everything. Which is why I always make it a point to show that work. Some people will think you're doing secrets and shit by showing the work. No, there are no secrets in this shit. It's not rocket science. Basically one artist's interpretation of the way it should look. And hopefully if they like it and the customer likes it, then the fucking shit gets sold. That's why I said I don't ever take money up front, because if I do a bad paint job or the customer has a different idea of what he wanted rather than what I did, and he doesn't like it, he's already paid me. I just find somebody who does and sell it to them. And worst case scenario, shit. Nobody wants to buy it online? No fun, no deal, no bad deal. I take it to convention in September. People walk by, snatch it up right off the table. Because it's there, it's ready, and it's good to go. So, I keep posting my stuff online because I want to see if you guys are interested enough to buy it. Especially the one-time things I do. Like the teddy bear. I only have one of those done like that. The part 7. Hey Lisa. The part 7 head over here. This thing. There's only one of these done like this. This is the same as this. The same one. It's just I did different coloration to it. This is the only one though in existence in the entire world like this. A blown up head prop done as a part 7. Unique item. Nobody wants it. Why? Fuck if I know. But I'll take that to convention, I'll put it on the table, and people are like, ooh, I want that. And they'll buy it. Only thing is, conventions are once a month things, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I'm trying to do this daily to stay busy and make people happy. And kind of expand my brand a little bit. But, you know, not everybody's going to see the same thing. So it's understandable. And it's not that big a deal. I think I do sometimes make it a bigger deal. Because I'm very proud of what I do. I love what I do. And I want to continue what I do. Flush top, yep. And that is flush tone. Flush detail flush tone. More than damn thinner and shit in my hands than I do anywhere else. If you see the back here, you notice that the color's kind of blending in to give it a little bit of purplish hue. That's unintentional because the dark and the light blend together as far as the paint meshing. And that's a little unintentional, but it does give it a nice shadowy effect. So I have to remember that. File that in the back of my mind as an unintentional effect that comes out really nicely. And we'll put him down here for a moment. Fucking hell, man. I gotta hold this up. Shit, the stand. Put a tiny bit more in there, just a tiny bit. One of the fucking paint splatters, so I gotta pull that down a little bit. put some spots on the mask so it looks like it's got different colorations. Now I'm going to use a little bit of ochre yellow and go over this too. Because there is some yellowing in this as well. I'm going to fix one small little lazy mistake here. Ah, shit. Where is my clear? Here it is. Put a little clear gloss, not gloss, but clear spray on that. So I've got a color schematic that I like. I will put clear coat on it to seal that. Then I can go over with other shading and stuff like yellow when that dries. That way if I make a mistake with it, it can come off. This little trick one of my hockey mask buddies told me about. And I appreciate that very much. I tried it with another one. And it turned out pretty well. So, hopefully this will too. Because this could easily be a part 8 mask as well. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. And by no means am I a hockey mask artist at all. I'm just an amateur artist. I've been airbrushing for a number of years because I have taxidermy experience before this, but I'm still really new to the hockey mask part of this shit. And there's so many people in the industry that do just hockey mask. And I plan on leaving it at let them do that. I have no business doing hockey mask. There are too many people in the industry as it is already. Everybody and the goddamn mama wants to be fucking making a hockey mask. So I'm like, okay, have at it. Shit, y'all can have at it. Now the thing about this, when I get done with this, I'm not going to get the whole thing done in one thing, but when I get done with this, it's going to be put in a final coat of Liquitex. It's either Liquitex or wet. Fuck, I've got wet around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is at the moment. Probably falling down back here somewhere. I got a big thing of wet and I got a big thing of Liquitex. Liquitex works better for regular masks when you airbrush them without latex. The thing I really like about this decayed flesh, it really shows up really well as a brown. Kind of offsets everything as to be decayed or burnt. I really like it. Fuck me. I'm losing him. He's falling down. Kind of just a rough overview here. I'll bring you guys in for a close-up as I get this done. Just a wee bit more. Maybe a little bit more flesh. Blend back and forth with that. Take a little bit of flesh and blend that back in. Somebody's still watching. I got at least one person watching. I know that much. mix up a little bit of this. Ah, Lisa's still there. Okay, Lisa. And you're not bored yet? You must not get bored easy. Woo! Boring, 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 boring. I'll tell you one thing. Did make a little bit of a mistake on the nose of this thing. I might end up going over white on that. Just if I can have that reflect and show up a little bit better. Lee, how you doing? Appreciate you watching. I'm not doing anything spectacular here, just putting in a little work. Okay, now I gotta clean this out real good because I'm gonna overlay white and off-white on this mask. So this is where the real good mixing comes in. I may end up having to change out airbrushes. I've got an airbrush here in this container of acetone, so acetone is your friend. It cleans shit out more than anything else in the world. I'll just take these off, drop them in acetone. Cut the brush off for a second. Take that out, unplug it. Uh-oh, didn't want to unplug that part. Stupid. You put that part back in though. Drop it in there. Put the lid back on. Where's the lid? I just had the damn lid. Take it up. Put it back down. Put the new brush on. Cut the air back on. Spray it out. What I'll do is put a new cup in here, then I'll throw some thinner in here and just spray it out and make sure it comes out clear. rest of my thinner back in there so I don't waste it. Then get some white. Throw some white on here. I got basic, opaque, white, which I will do sparingly. Gotta have a little thinner. Make it flow. The white is a little bit thicker than I need it to be. Like milk. Why is this shit? There's white back in here. You get the whole bone white and bring that out. And old bone white's one of my favorite colors too. I gotta get a bigger bottle of that. There it is. shovels. Fucking shit. Like I've told y'all, I'm not a hockey mask artist, so this is not going to turn out perfect. I really want to do this out and have one of my excellent, most bestest hockey mask artist friends do it up, but no, they don't want to give it a shot. It makes me think they can't do it. Call y'all out, buy a blank, $99, paint it up, so show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Tell you one thing I got right here. Got a little boo-boo I gotta fix. Thankfully, some of this stuff can be done a little bit thinner in a rag type towel. Couple of swipes and blots, and we are good to go. A little white, just blot it out, and just blot, blot, blot. Yeah. Only problem, latex boogers, I hate them. And I still see them, and I gotta cut them when I see them, because they come up. Paint will bring up the boogers more than anything. You can't see them because they're on the latex. But you paint them, Jack, them boogers will pop up quicker than you can pick your own. And they'll be everywhere. And that's why I just got to either take this or the damn Dremel, believe it or not. Not the drill, the Dremel. Put the drill aside, keep the Dremel. And I'm just going to end up pulling every damn thing down off the roof, off the walls, so I can quit. Blends in the paint job just a wee bit, but it can be covered over. I'd rather get at it now and get it done. Can't see what you miss. And sometimes these little defects add as character to the mask. So I don't always fix every single little blemish and detail. Because if you think about it, this mask has been through hell over 20 some odd years between those movies. So why should it look perfect? It shouldn't. And that's the whole thing. If it looks too good, it usually isn't. Go back over it with a little bit darker color, usually a little smoke gray. I like the smoke black, I really like this. It highlights and undertones everything. I think I put too much white on there. Sometimes all I got to do is just go back over with a little gray and darken it out. Wrong color. About to grab the wrong color. I'm going to stand up on my stool. Y'all still with me? Somebody is. Probably Lisa. Lisa likes me. These really do work better as display busts than they do a wearable mask because that's what I'm used to painting them as. So, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this one time. If somebody wants to display it as a mask, that's fine. They really do work better as displays. Okay, I think I'm about done for today. I'm getting a little bit, looking a little bit further than I need to on this thing. However, I'll bring you guys in for a close-up, just so you can see it. Cut this off. Take a